Gapo. Chamuin Gapo. I'm back. Just stupid thing gonna stay. I'm gonna wait for y'all to switch from the other one over here. So let's see. Look at this. Y'all still in the other chat, I think. Oh, there you go, Liz. Here y'all come. Let's see, the new live is up. It'll take a minute. So I'm just trying to charge it. The phone died on me, y'all. Yeah, the battery went dead because it was hot too, so it goes faster. And if I have the earphones on, it goes. So we ain't got for Davita. It goes faster. So I'm out here. I got in the car, so I'm charging them, cooling down, and then charging the phone. So I'm over here in Occoquan town, the old indigenous town, and they right now we see an example of them changing history. So I'm in front of this place here. I'm waiting till this family pass, but I'm in front of this park in front of this restaurant that used to be a hotel, and it used to before they this new place called DeRocco's Grill bought it. It used to have a plaque out on the front that talked about the history of this building, and they claimed that basically they ran all the indigenous people out of the town, and it was this one guy, the chief, who stayed behind. Most other people left. They either went out west or they went out north, and or they went down south and joined other Powhatan tribes. But this was the Dogs, so you lived here. And this place I'm showing you after these people moved. But this place that I'm at here, the last they said the last Indian from the tribe is here, the chief, and he was killed at this place. And the plaque said his ghost still haunts this place. People still see the ghost here, and they claim that he was killed because he was entangled with the owner's wife, and the owner came home and caught him, and he shot him and killed him, right? But he was adamant about staying here because this was his land, right? And he said, "You laughing at the entangled?" He was entangled, all right, but the man caught him and he shot him. And yeah, I saw him through the window one time. Y'all know I used to be such a big skeptic, but I keep having these encounters. But let me see if y'all can see. I want to take it outside, but this place right here. I took a picture here before. They took the plaque down and everything because it's new ownership. Would you see that building there? So that door. So the man came through that door right there, and he saw the man coming down the stairs, fixing his clothes with his wife, and he shot him. So right there where that sign says 1780, the address, that um, that used to be that's where the plaque used to be. You said it, Will Smith. Hey, it's crazy. That was an entanglement, right? I guess the guy was out of town or something. He creeping, entangled, and you got tangled up. You got killed. Went from the last Indian in town to no Indians at all, right? No Indians at all. Yeah, but this is an example of how they're cleansing the area completely of the history. And then there's another mansion down here. Hopefully this thing will charge. Or I can come back tomorrow or another day. But it's another mansion here that is haunted by some of the tribal members that was killed fighting over the town too. So some crazy stuff. Yeah, it's sad. Like the people, they didn't want to leave, right? Some of the people left. I don't know if it's a smart move or not smart move. And then other people didn't want to leave and they got killed. And some people eventually came back. But it's sad when people just come and take over a place and move the people out. You know, a lot of stuff going here. Pride, yeah, that's pride. But that brother got entangled. Brother got entangled here and didn't make it out, right? but his spirit is still here. And then ironically across the street here, let me see if I can show you, behind me, y'all can see it. You see the bench right there behind me? Another local brother. I don't know if he was homeless or just like to hang out there, but he used to sit there every day and talk to the people. He's such a nice guy. And he died right there on that bench, which is ironically across from here where the Indian chief was killed. But he was a big Redskins fan too. Which a lot of people are. Helito. Yeah, so that's just some of the history over here. It's very beautiful, but I don't know. My phone's not. It's not. The battery's not strong right now, so I can take you on a little tour out here. But and this also later, this area they had some free people of color own some businesses over here. So this is like a little area. I don't know if they were former Doga people or what they were. I'm trying to get people in there. I don't want them get entangled, get caught up, or whatever people do. Whatever people doing out here, that's their business. Um, yeah, what's gonna say? Yeah, I just want to get back on, let y'all know that my phone died. Yeah, thank you, Davida. Like and share all the videos that you think people are gonna get something out of. People are gonna get some type of benefit from. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah. Oh man, do y'all have any questions about anything? You said you're welcome. Karen, you said I'm curious about the ley lines there. Maybe yeah, and maybe that's why the chief didn't leave. I'll come back tomorrow then, or yeah, probably tomorrow, probably a better day. I was riding on the other side. I usually don't ever go on the other side. I think I went over there one time with my brother, but I was like, let me see what's over there. And it's a lot of large stones. It's like a large stone structure. It looks like old ruins or something. So I'm gonna try to get a closer look at you. But like some people know, a lot of these mounds under them are stone structures, right? In Mexico, some of them were ended up being pyramids under them. But I saw in the other part of the park is definitely some type of stone structure mound complex going on over here. This is Occoquan, Virginia, D. You said you're from Virginia, you live in Cali now. Oh, cool. Yeah, the energy is good. The energy is definitely good. And that's probably what the chief and the other, it's like it's other ones that's haunting this mansion down here too. So, yeah, I've only seen the chief. I haven't seen the other ones. I haven't been in that building or over there. But yeah, spell Occoquan exactly, Karen. It's just like that. And that's a Powhatan word too. A lot of the towns are named after the description of the area. I forget what Occoquan is. It's something about the river. But Occoquan is a river that's right on the other side of this building in front of me. But I don't think my battery's strong enough, y'all, to go over there. And it's getting dark. I'm out here by myself. So, but I just wanted. Oh gosh, I hope I didn't see nothing. I think it's a reflection. Um, it's a reflection. Oh, shit. Oh no. Yeah, right. Yes, this is it. Yeah, it's right beside Woodbridge, Karen. Right. Occoquan is right at Woodbridge. It's at the county line with Fairfax. So on the other side of the river where I was at the park, it's Fairfax County. Uh-oh, your phone's dying, D. Yeah, that's why I had to get in the car and plug mine up because mine died on y'all. Y'all got any more questions? Uh oh, everybody's phone about to die. It's the time of day, I guess. It's 8:30. You got a question, Cameron? This air too cold in here. near the secret military base. Which one, Karen? Hey, we're close to we're in between Fort Belvoir and Quantico. You already know Quantico got some stuff. They even had their own TV. You said, what's it called again? I don't know what the name of it is. I grew up on Fort Belvoir. My dad was in the army, so Quantico. Yeah, Quantico's not secret. Quantico has its own TV show. It's very popular. It's a Marine base, but of course some Army and Air Force people work there too, and other people like that. I'm trying to get these families on camera. But yeah, the Quantico was actually one of our towns too. Quantico is an indigenous town. It's a Powhatan word. They came in Fort Belvoir was a town too. I'm not sure which one that is. I gotta go find out um, the name of the town, but I knew it was an indigenous town. We were finding arrowheads and stuff, and also the tunnels. We found tunnels there too. So they would build on top of our towns, like I said before. Everything, the government, everything is structured on top of us, changing places, right? Us changing places. These things is energy, like you said, the ley lines, and that's another reason why we keep having these earthquakes, like in Virginia. Where's the other one? Delaware. All these different places because they're messing with the tunnel. Yes, with the mounds. Those things ground the energy. Oh, I don't know about that, D. But all these tunnels have been here for a long time, and they basically came back through and reinforced it with the cement and whatever else they use. I don't know what technology they use. But those tunnels used to follow Route 1, which used to be an Indian trail. Now it's a highway, right? Route 1. All this stuff used to go all the way from Key West, Florida, all the way up to Canada. Yeah. Yes, you can email me at theTashaXi@gmail.com if you need some help. I still have a lot of backlog of clients, so you're going to have to be on a wait list. Or, we'll see what's going on. I still have a lot of people I need to contact about the research that I have already done for them. So it's just a whole bunch of stuff piling up. I'm going to get to them. I need to get to them soon. So before I get to new clients. Lito, Raphael, I'm sorry, I said Ralph. The email is the THE TashaXi at gmail.com. Somebody can type it in there for them. Yeah, right. All the roads were, all the highways, all the roads were, our old trails before, right? Just like the rivers were old highways as well. So, what was I talking about? I don't know, totally. Quantico. Yes, Quantico was a town, and it's near the other place that I showed you in Nabisco, where that Underground Railroad was, and where they put a plantation on top of the old towns. So y'all see the patterns. Um, y'all see the patterns of them trading places, right? Yes, underground tunnels. There's tunnels all through. There's tunnels all through the Americas, right? There's tunnels that come from here to go to Mexico. There's tunnels from Mexico that go through South America all the way to Antarctica. It's tunnels. I mean, before we had cars, we had to do something, right? People either got on the boats, they rode the coastlines, or they walked the tunnels. It was safer to walk the tunnels. And they walked on top of the road, too. You said your grandfather is John Walter Collins, indigenous from Kentucky. Okay, cool. I forgot else. I was going to say something about Quantico. Oh, Quantico still has a lot of wildlife refuge areas too. So there's a lot of stories. I'm not even trying to get into that. Um, what do you call that? Paranormal stuff with dealing with Quantico, but there's a reason for that. Just like you were talking about the ley lines here and the paranormal activities at these buildings here. But there's strong energy at Quantico as well. You have Collins in your tree. Yes, a lot of Collins. There's a lot of Collins in Virginia and North Carolina too. Tunnels. Oh, yeah. They erased history and John Collins became white. Really? Mm. Alito Sheba, I haven't seen you on here in a minute. What you doing? Yeah, but oh, that's why, because he was a Freemason. They took control of the tunnels now. They know about the tunnels. Certain one. You've been busy. I know the feeling. I've been busy too. Um, you said your grandfather John Collins. Wait a minute, too. Both of y'all grandfathers named John Collins. Is this the same person? Y'all need to. You and Karen Pearson need to hook up. It's either the same person. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's so much here. There's so much going on here. But what was I talking about? Quantico. Yeah, it's a lot of paranormal. I've seen stuff. Other people seen stuff. And I told y'all before I'd be seeing these stuff, I was so skeptical of everything. So it's not like I'm like a weirdo. I don't know what else to call it. It's not like I want to see these things or whatever, but it just happens, right? I guess I have some type of gift or ability. I don't know. He said he died in California. That's interesting. I mean, even if they're not the same person, the Collins, they're both named John Collins. Collins could be, I mean, John could be a name passed down through the Collins family. It could be cousins or something with the same name. So y'all should check that out. You said I want to know, can somebody be really sensitive to the energy around the area? Yes, yes, you definitely can be sensitive to the energy. Definitely. When we went on the Etowah Mounds, you definitely can feel it. For me, it was more like a calming energy. Some other people had hiding. My hands start shaking. It was just like I couldn't keep it still. You know, like how those you see on the movies, like the metal detectors or whatever go. That's how my hands were. Like my senses, spidey senses, was tingling. Right? Yeah, yeah. Okay. You said Tennessee too. Yeah, so that's why these places are sacred. They knew that there was a certain energy with that and how it affects you. You say you experience tingling. You're definitely inclined, Dominique. Definitely. You said Conrad Davis and Hayes family. Um, I think some of those were covered in the Carolina video. So y'all gotta go and look at the back catalogs. You say Cameron, you haven't been to a high energy area like that. You want to. It's definitely a good experience. I felt really, like I said, calmed and cleansed. Like, of course, my hands were shaking, but I didn't feel um, nervous or nerve wracked or anything. I felt very calm and cleansed, but not overwhelmed. Not like not an exaggerated feeling, but it was definitely something there, and other people felt it too. it's getting dark out here a little bit. So we all put out energy and detect it. Most of us just don't know, don't understand what's going on. Right, Sean? Definitely. That's why they had the penal facilities there a while ago, years ago. Sacred ground. Yeah. He said, Karen, you said, Tasha, that's why the old guy sat on the bench so long. Yeah, the bench right there behind us. Right there. He sat there every day until he died. I think he died on the bench. Um, yeah, calming. This is nice. This is a nice little calming area over here too. You want to travel to the top of the pyramid. Yeah, the top of those mounds were very calm. Like, back in kindergarten when y'all used to sit on the carpets with your legs crossed and relax. That's how I felt on top of the Etowah. Yeah, I felt very calming. Am I on Route 1? I'm close to Route 1 right now. I'm not on Route 1. This is near 123. So, yeah, Route 1, because it's so commercialized, you don't really get that feeling unless it's like certain country parts of it. You had a similar paranormal experience in, what's it called? Abilene? Did I say that right? Texas? Wow. I don't have some. I ain't even gonna go any further about my dang on. I had a crazy experience at Quantico. I'm not gonna go into that right now. I ain't gonna have people knocking on my door. Y'all want to talk in private? Maybe we can talk in private. I only told a few people about it, besides the people who were there. Um, I ain't gonna mention their names. They don't want to talk about this either. But we saw some things around Quantico, and other people have seen some things in Quantico, and Quantico was on Unsolved Mysteries. So that's telling you, if y'all look at the Unsolved Mysteries episode about Quantico, then you know what I'm talking about. I can't even say no more. But yeah, and it's a reason why those things happen because our ancestors were in contact with things, these what you call entities or energies, right? Yo, Deshaun, you said amazing to accomplish feats as these not only prove our genius and biomagnetic connection to the land that linked us at great distance, right, Deshaun? And that's what a lot of our old rituals and ceremonies and what we call now parties, a lot of the ceremonies were about that energy, right? And those areas might not have been as sacred before, but we made them that way, right? We raised the energy in certain areas. Sean, you said you were going to visit the mounds here in Bama this year, but what's going on through a monkey wrench in my plans? I know. I was going to do a lot of things too, but everything's been delayed, right? We'll get to it. Who has been inside the tunnels? Oh, Karen, you open up some worms now. Um, I told you as a kid I've been in some of the tunnels. Ain't nothing down there though, just tunnels. At least where I was. You said Karen at Occoquan. I don't know about Occoquan. I don't know about no tunnels here. You said you have Sheba. Yeah. Well, they kind of built some of the sewage systems on those some of the tunnels though. You said you have very strong energy. Mhm. Yeah. But that's why we got to get back to some of our spiritual ways too. Some of these areas need to be cleansed seriously. It's ridiculous. And then especially in our neighborhoods, we got ourselves, we killing each other, we hurting each other. People arguing, all that stuff is not good energy. Arguing, um, we got the issues with the trash and all these things like that. And the area needs to be cleansed. It needs to be physically cleansed, clean up. I saw a couple of memes talking about they didn't care about people drawing Black Lives Matters on the streets. Why don't people organize cleanups for our neighborhoods? Which was a good point, you know. So that's what we need to be cleaning up. Cleaning up spiritually, cleaning up physically our neighborhoods. Karen, you said you grew up in Northern Virginia but never went into the tunnels and never knew about them. Yeah, they have little tunnels everywhere. Like some of the tunnels are small, enough for children, I guess, to fit in. Dwayne, you said, OCO, Tasha, I appreciate all the work that you do. I'm looking forward to hitting those areas. My great grandparents traveled Virginia, Tennessee, Mississippi, and Georgia. All right, good. Yeah, Cameron, talk to your folks, right? Lito American Indian. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. Like I was saying earlier, you gotta be getting the paperwork together. Got to be, right? What is this person doing? Gotta be having your genealogy together. People are saying that they're gonna want reparations, restitution, but y'all don't know who your people was and what they did and why they should be getting those benefits. So you need those things together. Uh, Karen, you said New York, they built forts on top of sacred grounds and they turned them into prisons. Yeah, I think was it ODB? ODB or his uncle Papa Wu was talking about. Yeah, it was Papa Wu was talking about the prisons that they built on top of mounds over there and how they enslaved the Indians, right? And put them in those prisons. He said, especially Lorton. Yeah, Lortons were Fort Belvoir. That's where I used to live, where those tunnels were in that area. But like I was saying, with Quantico, there's a whole lot of wildlife preserve in Fort Belvoir too. Yeah, but y'all, might delete this video later. I'm saying too much on here. I shouldn't be saying. Um, yeah, but then that's the thing we gotta be talking about certain issues. Maybe not on camera, but certain things that our ancestors did and certain things that we need to be doing. We need to get back to ceremony. Having green corn and different ceremony. We can start new stuff, right? And I think that's a good thing about the No Grandma Killers tour. It's like a new ceremony, a new event for our people to get together. And we actually helping people with their genealogy. You don't have to pay us extra. You just show up and ask questions, and we'll look up stuff for you. So we've helped quite a few people last week. You said John Collins is your great grandpa. Indigenous. Yeah, it's you, Karen, and Dee both have a John Collins grandparent, great grandparent. Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. So, y'all have any questions? I'm gonna have to roll out here soon. I'm watching this person. They get too close. She's too close to my car. You said so much have to be done. I'm still trying to hash out the details and place myself into the narrative. Well, that's, take your time. Make sure that it's right what you're doing. Some people are rushing. You don't want to rush into that at all. You really don't. I don't know why is your thing, my thing is moving slow. Yeah, this side we're in Prince William County now, Karen. You say you don't know what Indian you hear it so much. once you start doing your genealogy, you're gonna find clues and maybe flat out documents showing them connected to these tribes, treaties and different things that your ancestors might have signed. Do you know about immigration from Virginia to South Carolina? Yes, certain families moved from Virginia to North Carolina first, and then to South Carolina. It had a lot to do with opportunities for land. Also, certain men were married to European women, and it was very frowned upon in Virginia, but the Carolinas didn't have that much, issue with it. Or certain people were gifted land in exchange for land in Virginia, and that because they knew Virginia was prime real estate at that time, a lot of people of color took a deal to gain more access to land in the Carolinas in exchange for their very fertile, valuable property in Virginia. Okay, we saw that instance with, for example, with the Anderson family who were from Norfolk. Um, this family were Powhatan people who were enslaved, and then when they were freed, they were allotted land in Virginia. This one guy made a deal to exchange some of the land that he had bought in North Carolina with the land in Virginia, and they basically traded. So they got more land, and they were supposed to get more land in North Carolina for the acres that they had in Virginia. But what happened is they didn't get all that land. People were fighting them in court and all that stuff. So you said, oh, Opie has a host of records that helps names counties and states. Yes, Opie has a lot of good, excuse me, he has a lot of good videos on um, genealogy and specifically that site called the freeafricanamericans.com. Yeah, these are the volumes low. I know. I think it's me talking low. I think it's me talking low right now because I don't have the headphones in and my arm's tired. I'm just trying to not have it all in my face. And you said how Abe Lincoln was actually whitewashed because he was swarthy. Yeah, I mean you can see in the pictures how dark he was. Really, you said you saw the ancestors and spoke with and took pictures with them. Got home and the pics were clear. The space they were in was blank. What? We're gonna talk about that. No, I can't tell. I can't turn the volume up. It's me talking low. I'm chilling out or something. I got the AC on. I'm tired. George, you said thank you for the work that you do, inspiring people on indigenous topics and realities. Because people in my family know about it. About my grandfather called me little Indian boy. Oh, okay, Richard, no problem. Hey, Halito. Yeah, y'all still hear me? Is it too low? I'm trying to talk louder. You said you got your ear to the speaker. Okay, I don't want to unplug. I got my thing plugged in so I can keep the battery running, charging. So I can't hug, can't put my earphones in. I'm sorry, y'all. You said Curry Mayo. Yeah, he has a lot of stuff on there too. He does. I think Ope and Curry Mayo kind of work together with the genealogy stuff and Love Legacy too. I don't think he's been posting more videos lately. I think he's gonna be posting more. So. Georgia said, "My grandmother told us her father was Cherokee and her mother was black. I'm going over previously done family trees." Okay. I mean, a lot of times when the elders say black or they say colored or Negro, It means that person doesn't know the tribal affiliation sometimes, or they could be from Africa or part African. I don't know. That's where you have to dig deeper in it. But most of the time, black is just a placeholder for not knowing, you know, like a placeholder, if y'all understand that. Even if that person was African, you should know what tribe and at least where they came from. So black is just not, it's not good enough when you're doing genealogy. You have to dig deeper. D said people would think I was crazy if my sisters hadn't witnessed and experienced the paranormal interaction. Like I said, yeah, one of my family members was there when I saw something, and I didn't believe in that, whatever I saw. Oh, thank you, Sug. Where you been? You and Sheba been hiding? Or maybe it's me. I haven't been on as much as I used to. Yes, I'm in Virginia right now. I'm in Virginia right now, y'all. So I'm gonna keep y'all updated on what we're gonna do with the No Grandma Killers tour. We're trying to make everything good for y'all. We want to do Texas. We're trying to push for that still. We'll see. Right? We'll see how that goes. But we're definitely gonna have something for y'all, even if we have to do it all online. So you said you haven't been hiding, looking after South Egypt. You live in South Egypt now? Wow, that's crazy. You said your family comes from Hampton County, Portland. You mean Southampton, Portland? You said your grandpa called? Oh man. You said hope for your success, and I am from. Oh yeah, that's right. You are from Egypt. That is true. Okay, I remember now. All right then. I picked the exact wrong parking spot. So many cars coming behind here. All right, it's getting dark, y'all, so I'm gonna have to get off. I'm here looking like I'm part of the sky. Let me see if y'all got any more questions before I get off here. I'm getting spooky out here. I don't want to see the chief. I don't want to see the chief. Oh, good night, Karen. You said born here. You said my daughter and I are going to go to the tour wherever it is. Oh, that's great. It would be good to meet you and your daughter. We met a couple of people. I met probably like five, maybe more than that, subscribers um, in Atlanta, and they're not even from there. So people just coming out from everywhere. It was really beautiful to meet people in person and talk with them, and be able to help them somehow, like doing with the genealogy stuff too. Sugi said, I recently read a study proving that there were trade missions between the ancient Egypt and ancient natives of the U.S. The papyrus boats navigated the Nile, or you mean the Nile? Yes, yes, it's definitely were trade missions, definitely, right? And I was saying the other day that we went to Egypt, right? And we helped with that civilization. It's a whole bunch of information that's out there that they really don't talk about. They're just now releasing the information more publicly about the Mayans being in Georgia. And the pigment called Mayan blue comes only from a plant that is indigenous to Georgia, y'all. So they're finding more and more proof, and that's why I trust grandma. Because my grandma told me this over 30 years ago that we came from Mexico and we came up through Georgia, right? Georgia was one of the stops. So I trust grandma. I mean, we like to think that our grandparents are crazy, and I mean, she was a housewife. She had like a part-time job. She was not like some super academic professional. This and that. She was a regular lady, and that's gives it more validity to me because it's not like how would she know this information and what would she gain from making up anything? But she knew what she was talking about. That she was talking about her family. So he said, for example, how did potatoes, tomatoes, squash, and everything get into North Africa and the Middle East when they're not indigenous to them? Good question. All of those are indigenous only to America. Very good question. And also the cocaine mummies, y'all can look that up. Cocaine is only indigenous to America, the coca leaf, coca plants. How did the mummies get cocaine in their system, in their coffins, or what do they call it, sarcophagus? How would they get that if they never went to America or we never went over there? So, they're gonna find this proof of these ancient trap boys coming from America to drop off some cocaine, drop off cocaine in Egypt, right? That's gonna be hilarious when they find the proof of that. Ancient trappers. So they think everything we do is so ratchet. You're gonna see the ancient trappers dropping keys of cocaine off over there. Chelsea, you said you related to the people in Mexico. Definitely you are. Aren't you Cherokee? Definitely. Indeed, you said Molly came here and the Mayans went there and showed them how to grow plants with their environment. Definitely. Yeah, they were here. Ramsey II had traces of coca in his hair, which means that they were using it. Right. That's what I'm saying. Some ancient trap boys dropped the key off to Ramses. Yep, ancient trap boys. They had to drop a key. I mean, he had to have a supply for a period of time and take him time to get there and come back. So I'm sure he stacked up on some keys if he was using it. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense to you. So how they get there is no contact. Exactly, sir. Sir, there was contact because they got the Mayans or the She people, or whatever name they want to give them, from Mexico. They have their image on the pyramids. They have the boat showing them arriving there. So clearly they're shipping in keys, right? They're shipping. He's saying Montezuma Escobar. Escobar season has returned. Yep. Ancient trap boys. Hey, Sostine was a sweetheart. She was out there selling her beautiful jewelry at the No Grandma Killer store. It's nice to meet her. What would you say? I know you went to the powwow with the Nottoway, and that's where my people come from. Yes, the Nottoway, they're such a beautiful, both of the tribes are beautiful tribes. Beautiful people. Oh, good night to you too, y'all. Yeah, so let me get, I'm over here joking about trap boys, but it's true. They had to be dropping off keys if Ramsey the second, and he's just one of the people, because there's other people they found cocaine in their system. He had it trapped in his hair. He had to be using it for a minute. Oh, thank you, Celestine. Hey, Lito, how you doing? I'm not gonna pronounce your name wrong. But yeah, y'all look into that. Maybe I can do some more. There's so much information about our people out there that it's not really mainstream. So maybe I can do a video on the ancient trap boys, right? Cocaine mummies and stuff. We have historical accounts of sailing missions from South Egypt to the east coast of the U.S. more than 1,000 years ago. I totally believe that. I don't know why they're saying the other live is going. It shouldn't be. It should only be this one going. some type of era. Yeah, you should be able to rewind. You should still be able to rewind it. I thought that when I got on the only reason I came back on was because I tell y'all that my battery died and I thought it was gonna cancel out the other one, but I got two lives going, so I try to fix it when I get home. Yeah, so I'm gonna come back with some videos for y'all. Thank you, Sheba. Good night to you too. You be safe too. You said you can't wait till we return to New Orleans this time. We definitely coming to New Orleans, Pamela. There's no doubt because we got Johnny on the tour, so we're definitely gonna come to New Orleans. There's a whole bunch of people from New Orleans showed up in Georgia, so we gotta show them some love too. And hopefully they'll probably be in Texas too, if we still doing Texas. Sugi said, I think the only people who are unaware of all this history are the very people to whom it pertains, and that's shocking to me. Right. I mean, you're in Egypt. People over here don't know what you just told us, Shug, about y'all's evidence of thousands of years of trade and travel over here to the East Coast, to the United States. All right. So, and that's the sad part. Our people don't know who they are, and they're not looking to find out. That's the problem. Hey, Coach Lito. So, you gotta get on it, and that's why we the No Grandma Kills tour is so important. And it's a vehicle for a lot of people who are bringing their mothers, their aunties, their kids, other people who don't know this information, who want to know more about it. And it was a great introduction for them. Peace, Copper K, Copper Color K. So that's why y'all can use the tour, even if y'all watching the webinar. It's something to show your friends or whoever who don't understand what you're talking about, so they can see other people talking about it who might have a better grasp of it or may have been learning it for longer. And it don't mean that we know more than y'all. It's just that we know how to present it, basically, right? Some of y'all know a lot more than I do on certain subjects, so that's all. I've just been presenting this information for a couple of years, so people know what I'm talking about, and they trust that I've done the research because they've seen me pull out receipt after receipt after receipt for things that I've been saying over the years. So you said young jock. I don't know. The hairstyle pretty. Their hairstyle is pretty indigenous. But yeah, let me go, y'all, before I fade to blacks. Literally, out here it's so dark. It's getting dark, and people are leaving. So I'm gonna be out here too. Oh, thank you, Celestine. We really enjoyed you, and people really enjoyed your jewelry. So y'all support Celestine. Hopefully you can come to the next event too, Celestine, and sell your jewelry. And please let us know if you have a website so that we can put that information out so people can support you. Sugi said, I would like to compare what happened to the indigenous people in the U.S. to deleting a hard drive. The information is not gone, just closed off. If you dig deep enough, you can retrieve the information. Thank you so much. That's a great analogy. Exactly what happened here. Exactly. So y'all, we just got to really call refrag and reboot up the computer and get a hard drive back, right? Repair the hard drive because it's still there. They, information is not gone forever. And some people still have memory stored of what used to be on the computer, right? So, oh, thank you, Jason. Jason always has a lot of good information. He's like dropping little jewels here and there, and it's like he don't even know how great some of these jewels are that he drops. But Jason has been, big help to me and many other people with the information that he provides too. So we thank you too, Jason. You said you missed me, Camp Powerton? Oh, I'm gonna have to come back on here more, y'all. So just been busy and doing a lot of stuff, but thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. Please like, please share the video, post it other places so people can see it. And please support No Grandma Killers YouTube channel. We got the numbers. We're trying to get the numbers up and bring more awareness because we're going to use it as a platform for all of us to be able to share information and get that information out to everyone. So I appreciate you all. And you said it's their email. You start sending some of these translations through. My email is theTashaXi@gmail.com. TheTashaXi@gmail.com. If y'all want to send me things or you have questions. So thank you, Lotto. Thank you guys. And good night. So in the Puritan language to say goodbye, we say Anna. So Anna.